One of my favorite drills to getting you to hit the ball farther is really just discussing the role of the right arm or the right elbow. As you can see when I set up here, my arms, and the way that you can do this, just push your arms straight out, just like this, come straight down, and you can notice that the fleshy part of my arms match. My right elbow is pointed at my right hip, my left elbow is pointed at my left hip. We're gonna basically focus on the right elbow pointed at the right hip throughout the golf swing. So as I take the club back and I hinge my wrist, you can see that my right elbow has folded and is pointed at my right hip. As I come up to the top, my right elbow is still pointed down at my right hip. As I make my transition, my right elbow, I want to have this right elbow suck in, get really connected to my rib cage, again, pointing at my right hip. You can see from the camera view, my right elbow is lower than my left arm. Right here, you can see it popping out underneath my left forearm. What I see a lot of amateurs do is as they go back, they might have their arm this way, but it goes this direction. I see the right arm work a lot in starting a lawnmower, where the right elbow works back this direction. Remember, rotation is what creates power. Whether you're in baseball, you're in golf, you're in tennis, it's the rotation of your arms, the rotation of your body, and what we're focusing on right now is the right elbow rotating down. The right elbow points at the right hip, almost feel as if it's pointing at the ball. That gets the club on the proper plane, and then as it comes through into impact, you can see that my right elbow is in front of my right hip, it's in front of my body, my hands are well ahead of the ball there, and then we come through. So to do this, again, think of shaking hands with someone. All you're doing is you're letting this right arm rotate in this fashion. You're gonna have the right elbow point down to the right hip and into impact. So if you let the right elbow lead in your swing, it'll look like this. And you can really create a lot of power. Again, the biggest cause of power leak, or the biggest source of power leak I see amateurs doing, is this into impact. You can see when you dump it or you lose the lag, your elbow is not pointed at your right hip. Very rarely do I see this and that. It just doesn't happen. So it's that elbow, when it stops pointing at your right elbow, that's when you can ensure yourself of losing distance.